Hi there, everybody. This is King Kaz, and today we are doing part three. Sorry, part four to what if Deku had rebirth. Now we're going to the entrance exam. No, not the entrance exam. Sorry, I meant the sports festival. And yeah, he was like the next match was Katsuki Bakugo against Uraraka. And in this match, Uraraka uses a special ability that she kind of developed with Midoriya, a technique to make her like faster. And she quickly ran up to um, like Bakugo and gave him no chance to breathe. She kept on hitting him and attacking him, and overall she was like beating the shit out of him. But Bakugo tried like attacking her here and there, and finally he just had enough of her and just exploded from all sides. And it's like no. He tried making explosions all around him in order to try and like get her far away from him, and her from him. And the fight like it continues on, and as the fight went on, she quickly beats down Bakugo, and before Bakugo noticed it, she kept on pushing him back, and it was a lot like the fight between Midoriya and Todoroki, because not exactly, but her attacks was really quick and fast. She barely gave him any time to breathe, and whenever he threw an explosion at her, she would already be out of the way, only like the blast to send him back a little after using his explosions again and being sent back. He kept on going backwards and backwards until finally she punches him out of the ring, thus making it her win. Okay. After this victory, she goes up against Tokoyami. And in this match, Tokoyami saw that she liked to go for quick blows and end things as fast as she can, which quickly gave him the idea to tell Dark Shadow to use a special technique that he also developed when he was training with Midoriya, which was to make Dark Shadow split himself in two and attack her from both sides, which made things really hard for her because she couldn't control how fast she was going. It's not that she couldn't control it, it was that she couldn't fight against him. Like, she was fast and she could deal with one person attacking her from like all sides, but two people isn't an ideal idea. And like, she was like handling herself pretty well in the fight, but Tokoyami, he went ahead and started to fight her. And when he was fighting her, he kind of went it was kind of a cheat because it was 3v1 now. And with the final attack, he knocks her out. He wins the match. And him versus Todoroki happens. Todoroki wins. And after that, okay. Every fight goes just like in canon, except this time instead of being Tokiyami versus uh, you know, I'm gonna switch Midoriya to Tokiyami, like their places. So like Tokiyami goes against them, and the fight is pretty equal. It's pretty much like Tokiyami tries to fight him, but yeah, I think Darkshot can go through things. No, he can't. Yeah. After like trying to last against him, he just like gets into an ice pillar, like what he did to the tape guy. I forgot his name. And we go to the final match between Izuku Midoriya and Todoroki. Now, at first Todoroki fights him only using his ice, and Midoriya, he's not liking this one bit. So he gives him a speech kind of similar to Canon, except this time he says it a bit differently. He says, Todoroki, stop trying to fight with only one part of your quirk. Fight me with everything you got. And Todoroki is taken aback by this and says, no, I will never use his quirk. Which gets Midoriya a bit riled up and says, stop saying that it's his quirk. It was yours. Don't let your past define you. If you do that, you'll go nowhere in life. And then he says one thing that really hits him hard. He says, your mother would have never wanted you to be like this. And a flashback happens to Todoroki, where he remembers his mother saying, no matter what, I want you to be a hero better than your father. Don't let your past hold you back. That was a few days before she burned his eye. Okay, let's go back to it. And he finally activated his quirk. His far side, of course. And his dad was just like screaming out loud, yes, Todoroki, you finally used my quirk. Finally. You finally given up that stupid mentality of yours. And to this, Midoriya just quickly snaps at him and says, it is all your fault, so you just shut up and let your son be the hero that he wants to be. And then he just looks at Endeavor and says another line. It's because of you that your first son ran away. Now you're trying to... Look, it's because of you that all of your kids hate you. One of these days, one of them may turn into a villain because of you. So just shut up and let Todoroki become a hero. One that is a true hero, not a fake one like you. And this kind of resonates a little bit with Stain, because like he kind of likes Midoriya for this. Like, this guy has the same ideals as me. Of course, halfway through the match, Todoroki decides to throw an ice ball at him, and Midoriya thought it was just gonna be like before, but when he blasts the ice out of the way, he sees a huge fireball coming at him, and he had no time to dodge it. So he activated hardening plus one for all, getting him at 50% of one for all. And in the way, he throws a ginormous punch, sends the fire back at Todoroki. Todoroki throws a giant icicle at him, and Midoriya decides to use another quirk that he had been hiding, which is explosion. Blows he blows up the icicle, sending it back at him. Todoroki throws a fireball again, burns it, kind of like evaporates it, filling the whole entire area with steam. In which Midoriya takes, he likes the fact that there's steam now, so he grabs Todoroki with Black Whip and throws him out of bounds. And afterwards, he wanted to show everybody how strong he was, so he used One for All at the max and did a ginormous punch straight up into the air, destroying the remaining icicle that was on the ground, and at the same time dissipating pretty much all the fog and steam. And when everything was cleared out, they all saw one person standing victorious in a pose that seemed similar to All Might's pose, showing the world that I am here. And while while Ida is mesmerized by how Midoriya is standing up, Loki is being mesmerized by how Midoriya is looking. He finally snaps out of it when he receives a phone call, one telling him that his brother was attacked by a particular hero killer, one by the name of Sting. Now they're come on. Okay. Now we're gonna go to after this, a couple of people taking note of what happened in the UA entrance exam. One especially being that when everybody saw that the people in the podium, which was Izuku Midoriya being in first place, when All Might was handing out the medals and talking, he had a small mic on him, so he was like, "Young Midoriya, I'm proud of you for showing everyone your strength." And he says something. Well, he just blurts out something out of reflex and says, "Thanks, Dad." Which, everybody heard that, and now everybody thinks that All Might has a son. Anyways, All Might is taken aback by this, but Midoriya starts, going in his tirade about, apologizing, saying that he shouldn't have said that or anything like that, which All Might's okay with it. He's like, "Don't worry, young Midoriya, it's alright." And then Todoroki being in second place, he's when he gets the second medal, he was like, "I knew it. I knew that Midoriya was your son." He was like, "Actually, we're not related by blood." And Tokuyami's like, "I didn't know that Midoriya is your son. He's not. We're not related by blood at all." And people don't believe this. Everybody's dead set on thinking that Izuku Midoriya is the son of All Might, the number one hero. Doesn't matter. In the end, they just try to they give up on trying to explain it. Okay. Alright, let's go back to yeah. And afterwards, Bakugo, he was kind of pissed. He just goes up and throws a ginormous explosion at Midoriya, shouting out loud, "How come you never told me that All Might's your dad?" And Midoriya blocks this attack by throwing a small flick that just dissipates. It just like throws like the explosion and cancels it out, like the shockwave. And he's like, "He's not my dad." And Todoroki he's like, "I knew it." And we're gonna take a small time scale to like a few hours later. He says, Todoroki, Kirishima, and All Might, we're all gonna have to talk about something. It's really important. He tells them that after the whole entire festival is finished. And when all of them are there, they start talking about, he tells All Might about the people who were the past users of One For All, and how the past users were actually Katsuki Bakugo and Kirishima. I think that's his name, the one with the hardening quirk. Yeah. And Midoriya explains to them, All Might explains to them what One For All is and the history behind it. In which case, after explaining it, both Kirishima and Bakugo then says, "Is that why Midoriya has enhancement quirk?" And they say yes. To which case, Midoriya then adds a little caveat saying that you guys are also the second and third users of One For All, which kinda takes them aback a little, because then they start asking him one question: how are we the second and third user if you're the ninth? And then he says that something in the future, there are going to be a bunch of villains that are going to attack them. And once Midoriya loses his quirk, there's going to be a certain girl with the quirk to rewind time. She's going to help him get his quirk back, but at the same time, she's going to send them back in time. And that this isn't going to happen too soon, but it is coming up. And this special little girl isn't known by everyone, but he tells everybody that they're gonna try their best to he also explains to them about how he beat Shigaraki, but at the cost of taking him out, which was getting rid of All For One. And in the end of the battle, both All For One and One For All dissipated, meaning it's gone. It no longer exists. But there was one special quirk that Izuku Midoriya had. He told him that he actually had a quirk, one that even he didn't know about, which was rebirth, the ability to go back in time to when he first got One For All. And he told everybody about this. Everybody was taken aback, and they all asked him what happens in the future, yada yada. And he tells them about a little incident that's going to happen pretty soon, about the hero killer Stain, and how Ida's going to do something stupid by attacking him. And after All Might hears this, he tries to thinking of going and stopping Ida from doing it, in which case Midoriya says, "No, we're not going to stop it right now. If anything, we're going to have to be prepared and ready for when he attacks, so that we could stop him the way that it was gonna happen in the future. Now, and the next day, everybody gets like a little like the invitations and everything. And this time, he All Might tells what was his name again? Gran Torino to tells Gran Torino to like send three recommendations to three students: Zuko Midoriya, Katsuki Bakugo,